In this video, we will talk about Living Season 3 Trinkets, learn why they are important, and how can we get them. Living Season 3 Trinkets are Ascended Trinkets that are stat selectable, which makes them extremely valuable, especially in certain builds where it is not easy to get those stats. You can right-click on any of them, customize, and a window will show up and you can literally choose any stat in the game. This will include core stats, Heart of Stone ones, and pacifier. And they will not cost you any gold. In fact, as you make your way to get them, you will end up making some decent gold. If you don't know what Living World Season 3 is, you can open your Heroes panel, click on the story journal icon, which looks like a star, and then you will find a tab called Living World Season 3. Click on it and you will see 6 chapters inside. Each chapter will give you a different maps, and those maps are where you can buy those trinkets from. Now, some of you may not have those chapters, and if you don't have it, it means you cannot access that map. To know if you have the chapter or not, click on any of them and look at the right side. If you see play this episode or replay, it means that you have got it. But if you see something like buy from the gem store, then you don't have it and you will need to buy the chapter. Each chapter individually will cost 200 gems, but sometimes there is a bundle on the gem store that you can buy that include all the Living Season 3 chapters all together, and sometimes the same goes with Living Season 4, which I will still make another video about in the future. When you finish any of the chapters on at least one character, you will gain access to that map. If you want to take another character, you have one of two options. Either finish the chapter of that map on the next character you want to take, or you can buy a scroll from the vendor, and you can put it in your bank or anywhere, maybe your shared inventory slot, and anytime you want to go there on any character, simply double click and it will take you there, even if you have not done the chapter on that character. You will also notice that there is another one right below it called Season 3 Portal Tome. Basically, this is the one that you can have that will contain all the other scrolls in it. It will not have them by default, but you can buy each scroll and then put it inside the tome, which means that instead of having 6 separate scrolls for each map, you can put all of them together in this one tome. And you will see that I did exactly that, and I have the tome in my inventory slot, in my shared inventory slot. If I double click, you can see all the 6 chapters there. To put the scroll inside the tome, like I showed you on the screen now, just buy it from the vendor and make sure it is in your inventory, and then double click on the tome. This will consume the scroll. Each map have a certain vendor you can go talk to buy the trinkets. They all work the same way. You will need the map currency plus unbound magic. This map currency is different in each map, but the unbound magic is the same in all of the maps. You can look below here to know exactly how many do you have of the map currency and unbound magic. If you want to check how much unbound magic anytime, just open your wallet and scroll down a little and you will see unbound magic and it will tell you how much do you have. There are multiple ways to get the map currency. Each map will have a certain resource you can gather to get that currency. In all of the maps, with the exception of Bloodstone Fen from Chapter 1, you will find repeatable hearts. That means that they will reset every day and you can finish them every day. When you do, you can talk to the heart, and one of the items it will sell is the map currency. And next, if you open the daily, one of the tabs is going to be called Daily Living World Season 3. And it will give you a different map every day. And for each daily you will complete, you will get a chest that will give you that map currency as well. And the last resource is from World vs. World and PvP reward tracks. Only when you finish the chapter you will see a reward track for that map currency you want. This is actually one of the best ways to get the map currency because the end chest contains a bunch of them, anywhere between 50 to 100. As for the second currency you will need, which is Unbound Magic, you will get it while doing almost everything on those maps. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications to see more guides like this one and know when they are posted, and to support the channel. Each map will offer a different type of trinket, so if you want to get the full set, you will need to get from different maps. And you will also notice that each map will have a different price for the trinket. It depends on how easy or hard it is to get. You can buy Ascended backpacks from all Living Season 3 maps. However, I recommend that you get them from Siren's Landing because it is the only map that will offer them without Unbound Magic. You can buy them using Karma and the map currency, and you can do that from the hard vendor after you finish it. Now I will show you on the screen the location of each merchant in all of the 6 maps and what item exactly does it offer. I will also leave all those details in the description if you want to check that out. There are 2 maps in particular you need to know more about. Bloodstone Fen and the trinkets you can get from them are by far the strongest and the best of all of them, simply because you can reset the stats anytime you want. Come talk to the merchant, and the last item he will sell is called Bloodstone Capacitor. It will only cost 100 Unbound Magic, which is nothing at all, and you will get in no time. When you buy it, put it in your inventory, along with all the other Bloodstone trinkets you have bought. Make sure they are not equipped, make sure they are in the inventory, and remove any infusions from them. After that, double click on this item, and it will reset the stats in all of them. That means that if you wanted to change your build in the future, or you wanted to use those trinkets on a different character, you can easily do that with those Bloodstone trinkets. Just keep in mind that in order for you to have 2 rings that are Bloodstone, you will need to attune or infuse one of them. The next map is Bitterfrost Frontier. The currency you can get there is called Fresh Winterberry, which is very easy to get, and you can easily make about 50 winter berries per character every day, and you can do it on multiple characters, which means you can easily get one piece of trinket maybe in one day if you will use multiple character. So now you have two options. If you want the most efficient and the optimal way you can get those trinkets, I would highly recommend that you get Amulet and 2 rings with a backpack from Bloodstone Fen, as I showed you earlier, because you can reset them, which means you can use them multiple times on different builds as you progress in the future, and even on different characters. And then you buy the 2 remaining accessories from Bitterfrost Frontier and Ember Bay. Or, if you want the fastest route to get your Ascended Trinkets, then try to get as many of them from Bitterfrost Frontier, which means you can get 2 rings, 1 backpack, and 1 earring from Bitterfrost Frontier, and then the other remaining amulet from any other map and the other accessory from Ember Bay. I will leave those details in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications to know when the new guides are posted and to support the channel. Thank you very much for watching.